All of the grades that you'll see attributed to the prospects in this video comes directly from our football game plan scouting prospect grading scale, which you can find all 532 of our prospect rankings on our website at footballgameplan.com/FBGP scouting. The Denver Broncos spent 6 selections on the offensive side of the ball in the 2017 NFL Draft. Quarterback Chad Kelly out of Ole Miss was Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick in the draft, and he'll be interesting to watch moving forward because of the injuries suffered during the season and during his pro day. Isaiah McKenzie out of Georgia should come in and compete early for the return job. Garrett Bowles out of Utah was my #1 rated offensive tackle in this draft class, and he instantly upgrades the Broncos offensive line. He's an older prospect, which isn't a problem in my opinion. I think he's an easy plug and play guy day one. Carlos Henderson gives the Broncos yet another threat in the passing game to go along with Demaryius Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders. Henderson is of the same mold of Sanders and does a great job at winning at the line of scrimmage and also after the catch. Jake Butt will prove to be a steal because of his talent juxtaposed to where he was drafted. He's coming off of an ACL injury, so when he's healthy and ready to go, the Broncos get a big-time asset that can win versus linebackers and safety. D'Angelo Henderson caught my attention 2 years ago while I was at the Coastal Carolina Monmouth game, and his game and style is very similar to CJ Anderson. He should provide both quicks and bursts out of the backfield. Defensively, adding DeMarcus Walker out of Florida State was a big move in my opinion. He graded out slightly higher to me than Solomon Thomas and has much more of an extensive resume on tape. He was criminally underrated during this draft process, and the Broncos got themselves a very good football player. And I'm a big fan of Brendan Langley's game out of Lamar. He was a former wide receiver turned defensive back in college, so the ball skills are definitely there. And what I like about his game is he's very patient with his footwork and his hands. He's in the same mold of current Bronco Aqib Talib and has the same collegiate background going from wide receiver to cornerback. Jamal Carter Sr. stood out to me during the East-West Shrine game practices and shows above average closing speed to the receiver and to the ball carrier. I think he can be trusted in certain situations back deep, covering from hash to sideline and a 2-deep safety look. That's something he did extremely well at Miami. Kyle Slaughter out of Northern Colorado came to my attention after I already pumped out my quarterback rankings video. I had no idea who he was, but after going back and watching the film, I came away impressed with what he brings to the table. He's stylistically similar to Trevor Siemian and has a really good chance to make the roster because he can take full advantage of the reps he'll get as long as Chad Kelly is not able to participate. I gave the Broncos an A+ for their draft. They landed 3 premier talents in Bowles, Walker, and Henderson, and guys like Langley and Butt will be solid contributors as well. John Elway and company did an excellent job once again acquiring talent via the NFL draft.